Also, my neighbor across from me got a fucking small dog
Yeah.
and it's barking really fucking loud. So if you end up hearing it, my bad, dude.
I mean, I can hear it, but it's like a very small bark. The only
Okay.
thing that would draw attention to it is the fact that you talked about
Okay, great. Then I'm really glad that I did that.
it. But yeah. All right. So you wanted to do Clifford
Yeah.
because we had both watched Only Murders in the
Only murders
Building
in the building. Yep.
and we both like Steve Martin and Martin Short. You mentioned Clifford. So that's how we got to this
Yeah.
absurd movie named Clifford. Um,
Dude.
I, I remembered it as soon as it started. Like I could not remember anything about it when you told me about it, and then as soon as it started, I was like, "Oh yeah." I
Dude.
was dying laughing the entire time. I was like, "Am I high right now?" Because this is
Yeah.
hilarious. Like
Oh my god.
when the uncle figure is like, "Look at me like a normal boy," and he's like,
You're doing it right now. Can you just act like a human boy for 1 minute here? Look at me like a person. You can't do it for more than a few seconds. Look at me like a human boy. Don't mess around with me.
I was like,
I
I was,
wrote that down.
yeah, yeah. I was just like, this is such a masterpiece. Like this was all just marketing failure right here. Like every
Yeah.
last bit of it, because it
I
was
don't
made
even.
in 1990, but
Yeah.
Problem Child was coming out, so they shelved it for 4 years and then just dropped it.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, it didn't come out
Mm.
till '94, and at that time, I don't know what was going on really. I mean, it should have still been big, but the absurdity of a 40-year-old man playing a 10-year-old, it's like super bad, but like to the extreme. Like this adult is playing this little kid.
Please stop hitting the back of my chair. I am trying to sleep.
I'm sorry, Miss Nice Older Person.
And he doesn't even fucking look 40. Like, he
No,
looks
yeah,
like maybe in his 20s, but
yeah,
they make him so fucking short.
yeah,
And I guess he's on the shorter side, but he's only
yes,
5'7", and that's
yeah,
not that short.
yeah.
But
He
he's
said they.
like,
I read about this. I actually ended up reading a bunch about this more than I wanted to, but they said that like certain shots they had the other character standing on blocks so they were taller than him and he would crouch down, and that's why you never see a full body shot of him even when he's laying on the bed plotting like the big the big insane plan.
mhm.
His body's covered by a pillow. Like nobody lays with a pillow next to their hip like that, but they
Yeah.
covered him
Oh
for
my
the plot.
god.
Do you? Is that what you, or did you
No,
just?
no, no, no. I just was remembering that scene and
Yeah,
like just how outlandish that was.
yeah, yeah. Get a
Oh
little
man.
Ben Savage in the beginning. Boy Meets World.
Oh yeah, he's like younger. He like this must have been like before that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And you felt that blowing up the gymnasium was an appropriate response then?
Yes, I did.
Um yeah, the beginning of that was it's just really funny because he's like playing with the butterfly
hmm
and that shit was just really funny because it was all gentle at first and then it got weird for a second.
hmm
It's like I don't know, you have to watch it, but which you did, but
I did.
you know,
Yes, I did.
and the future is set in 2050 when I was like, all right, so we still got time.
Yeah, yeah.
And it
It
was
was
just
so
funny.
weird. It's so weird to
Yeah.
look back at old movies and it's like 2050 and you're like, oh shit, that's like 20, that's 30 years away,
Mhm.
man. That's not even that far.
Yeah, and all those kids, they were still dressed like
90s kids.
90s. Yeah. And then they were talking about the other Ben Savage being like a bad kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'll go talk to him, impart some wisdom. And then he turns around and they're like fucking throw tomatoes.
Yeah, yeah. Dude,
Oh
this
my God.
the slapstick of this movie is really good.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! Oh, my ear! You hit my ear!
Tell me where he is!
That's what it is. It is absolutely slapstick.
I would have
And
loved to see blooper reels of this because Martin Short, like his improvisation, like
mhm.
it would have probably destroyed. Like I should probably seek out a DVD copy of this.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I remember when I watched this movie, I was like pretty young.
Hmm.
And whenever I saw movies like that, you know, Problem Child, Dennis the Menace, I would always be like, "Yeah, you know, you go get him." And I don't know how the fuck I found this movie. I don't know. I remember thinking it was going to be Clifford the Big Red Dog. Someone showed it to me. I think it was my mom. And I'm just like, holy fuck. And it's been with me ever since. Like, parts of that movie are still in my brain. Because once I saw it, I was like, this is one of my favorite fucking movies. And I watched it all the fucking time.
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
like,
it's definitely has rewatchability to it. Like,
I don't know why. It just, when he is playing the recorder, like,
mm.
that is in my brain. It is in the soundtrack of my life, like, certain moments. Is when he's playing that fucking recorder thing.
Yeah.
So good. It's so good, dude. And the
It's
looks he gets when he's like up to something, he's like,
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like just directly at the camera. It's it's good, but it's also not good. But that's what makes it
yeah,
good. Like this isn't an Academy Award movie, but it's just like, and it failed horribly at the box offices because it went up against like Dumb and Dumber and The Mask. Like that was when it was released, and those are
oh, that's just not
big.
fair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They should have just fucking rolled with it in 1990. Just put it out right before Problem Child.
Yeah, I don't even fuck. Those movies came out in the same year. Holy
Yeah, it was
fuck, he was
all.
a busy guy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Jesus.
and as soon as I saw the mom, I was like, or the whatever, uh, the love interest, I guess. I was like, dude, she is in everything. Like, I would have
Yeah.
never known that was her when I was a kid, but now, like, having
Mhm.
seen all the everything that she's done, like side character wise, I was like, God
Yeah, Step
damn, that's
Brothers.
hilarious. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Step Brothers is a big one. Yeah,
Yeah, I really liked him playing the recorder and Stefan, his dinosaur that he
yeah,
talks to. Those were my show stealers
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, his facial expressions and just the way he was saying things.
Oh, you don't think it was me? Oh, Uncle Martin, stop!
Like, especially at the end when like he's got him on that ride, and he's like, "I wonder how long you're going to serve in prison."
That was so much fun. By the way, how many years do you think you'll get for kidnapping me, Uncle Ten Most Wanted?
Like, just totally not making an imprint on him. He's just completely like going hard on like, I'm still going to be bad. I'm still going to taunt you. Like, you're not going to make me repent on this dumbass ride.
Mhm.
It was, yeah. There were so many good line deliveries too. And the acting, of course, Martin's acting is like hilariously bad. But the uncle's acting was good. Like he did good. Fucking dude from Beethoven. Dad
Oh
from
my
Beethoven.
god. Yeah. Just like the plot line of the movie is just so
Absurd.
yeah, I mean, and of course it is cuz he's like a problem child. He's like a
Yeah.
bad kid, but he's just like he's not like evil. He's just like I just want what I want. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Like I'm trying to go to fucking dinosaur land and everybody keeps getting in my fucking way and
Yeah.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I'll plan a fake bomb threat
Dude, they're like
with the best of intentions.
right, yeah, exactly. Dude, all the shit he pulled, like he got taken, he had a plane land because of him. Like, I
Mhm.
get it is the 90s, but you're still gonna be in trouble if you're 10 or not. Like, I know they were
Yeah.
pretty loose with it, but no, hell no.
He almost killed like so many people because he was like, I'm trying to go to Dinosaur Land. I don't care if we crash on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. He just immediately tanks the plane.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
That's enough to get you thrown in prison at 10 years old.
Yeah, I would say
Calling
so.
fake bomb threats, blow up part of your uncle's like presentation.
Hmm. Do you think Dinosaur Land was a real place?
Well, there it is, Clifford. Dinosaur World.
Like, was it like Jurassic World or something?
Do you mean like in real life or in the movie? Like, do I
Like
think
in real
that,
life, was that what kind of set was that?
I think it was probably there is like in California there is a place. I don't know if it's called Dinosaur Land, but there's a place with giant statues of dinosaurs and like tar pits and shit like that. The La Brea tar pits or whatever. So they might have like filmed some there, but I'm not sure. I would have to do more research, which I'm not willing to do. So
No, that's okay. That's okay.
let's just pretend it's real for the sake of our childhoods.
I'm trying to think about what else.
I mean, there's
Like,
just not a lot to the movie. It's just like
yeah.
comedy bit, comedy bit, comedy bit, comedy bit, movies over.
Yeah, and it's hard to like break those moments down because it's when you explain it, it's just not as funny.
Right.
And
Well,
it's
yeah.
like physical comedy too. It's like what he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
God
something that
damn,
people
he's so
just have
fucking
to see.
funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Have you?
more people need to see it.
Oh, for sure. I can't recommend this enough. All right, well then let's wrap this up because we can't talk about it anyways. So, do you think this is a thriller or kill?
I think this is a thrill.
Yeah,
Thrill
me
of a
too.
lifetime.
Yeah, when
I
it first
remember-
started, I was like, God damn it, she keeps doing this to me. And then the more it went on, I was like, yeah, I'm having fun with this movie.
Oh yeah. It's not like Mothman Prophecies.
Right, yeah.
This makes up for that, I think. I remember one time I got really high. It was like one of the first like maybe 10 times I got high with my best friend.
Right.
On weed.
On weed?
That's the way to see it, man.
Okay.
Just how to say. And I remember just like breaking out into song, and I sang the San Francisco song. And ever since then it's become like a inside joke.
So go ahead, perform it.
No, fuck no.
Perform
Not-
it for
you're
the
not
world.
No, fuck you and your trickery.
Come on, you know you want to sing the San Francisco song.
No.
All right, do you think this is a cult classic?
It's not, but it should be.
It is a cult classic.
For me, it is.
Well, I think it is. It's found like a cult following. Like you could probably find like a Clifford fan page.
I could find my people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, according to Wikipedia, it's a cult classic. It has become one because it has become popular with time. All right. Well, yeah. Would you see it in movie theaters?
Yeah. If I had seen a trailer of it, best believe. Imagine seeing that with a whole bunch of fucking people.
Yeah.
So much laughter.
Yeah. I mean, I would add like hotboxing the car.
On weed?
That's the way to see it, man.
Yeah.
That would, yeah. Then you're probably just like melt into the seats with laughter.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well, how many stars would you rate this movie?
5. What the fuck is so funny?
Oh shit!
I'm serious, Jacob. 5
I know that's
stars.
That's why it's funny. Well, no, it's just because like when you think like 5-star movies, that's not what Clifford isn't what comes to mind. Like,
I would nominate this for an Oscar, is what I'm saying.
Oh, all right, tight.
Best drama.
I guess I would have to give it like 3.5 stars. It's better than like run of the mill, but yeah, I don't know.
Touche.
It's still just a 90s like silly ass comedy.
Oh, of
But
course.
at the time frame, because like we're different ages. So like
Mm-hmm.
that movie is more your wheelhouse, not mine. So I was like on to other things by the time that had come out.
Yeah,
Like
they didn't even have talkies yet.
it's
That
tight.
was an old joke.